Whatsoever things are true. A promise made here at the University of Alberta over 100 years ago. Today we are gathered to celebrate this commitment to ourselves and to our community. We celebrate with all those who leave here today with their degrees. May you continue to seek truth. May you continue to serve in our global home. May you continue to grow in wisdom and understanding. And may you continue to uphold the university's values of integrity, freedom, and the equality and dignity of all persons. To create a community filled with promise for the future and goodwill toward all. Please be seated. Welcome to the University of Alberta. My name is Doug Stollery, and I have the privilege of serving as Chancellor of this university and conferring all of your degrees today. The University of Alberta acknowledges that we are located on Treaty 6 territory and respects the histories, languages, and cultures of First Nations, Métis, Inuit, and all First Peoples of Canada, whose presence continues to enrich our vibrant community. On behalf of the entire university community, I'm delighted to welcome you to this convocation. Graduates, we're very pleased that so many of your friends and family members could join us to celebrate your degrees. As you participate in today's ceremony, you are walking in the footsteps of many generations of scholars. Today's formal opening procession to the stage, led by our Chief Marshal and the University Mace, originates in the procession of the Guild of Teachers. Such guilds in past centuries were dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. Individuals moved from apprentice to master to teacher, assuming increasing responsibilities for learning and leadership in society. The many different academic gowns, hoods, and caps here on stage today reflect centuries of university tradition. As Chancellor, I wear the University of Alberta colors of green and gold. The different colors of your own faculty hoods signify to everyone here and to our society the degree that you have earned. Your caps, or Oxford-style mortarboards, may be considered a symbol of the scholar's independence and freedom. Today, we are all here to celebrate your freedom and to recognize your new leadership roles in our community. We will hear from a member of our Board of Governors and our university president. We will also hear from Ms. Louise Bradley, who has accepted our invitation to receive an Honorary Doctorate of Laws, our university's highest honor. An honorary degree recognizes inspiring role models and leaders, celebrating extraordinary achievements or remarkable service to our society. Following the presentation of the honorary degree, we will begin the recognition of your degrees. One of our deans will present you on behalf of the faculties, and our president will guide you through your pledge to pursue the encouragement of learning and the public good. It will then be my great honor to admit you to your degrees and to confer upon you all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that come with being a university graduate. Then it will be your turn up here with us. Each of you will cross the stage as your name is called. And for everyone here, that will be the most important part of our ceremony. Your degree will be conferred as I congratulate you and we meet each other on stage. So, it's important to stop and either shake hands or greet the Chancellor, because that's your degree. That moment will bind you and our University of Alberta together for all time. Joining the celebration at the center of the stage with me today is our president, Dr. David Turpin, and a member from our Board of Governors, Ms. Mary Pat Berry. I'd also like to recognize Elder Betty Latendre, who is here today to extend a special recognition to Indigenous members of our learning community. Distinguished guests on the convocation stage also include a number of community leaders and members of our academy. I'm very pleased that deans and professors from our faculties of Graduate Studies and Research, Nursing, and Rehabilitation Medicine are here to congratulate each graduate as you cross the stage. We're all here to welcome you to our University of Alberta alumni family. I hope you enjoyed the day, and I'd like to start by inviting greetings from the representative from our Board of Governors, Ms. Mary Pat Berry.
Eminent Chancellor, Mr. Douglas Stollery, President, Dr. David Turpin, distinguished guests, graduands, families, and friends. I am pleased to be here today to bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Governors. Convocation is a special time when the entire university community gathers to celebrate your tremendous achievements. Indeed, the university has much to celebrate, but today, we especially gather to celebrate you, the graduating class of 2018. You have achieved a level of excellence which will be forever recognized in your university degree, a University of Alberta degree. Representing the Board of Governors, I and the full board are committed to excellence today and tomorrow, providing excellence in teaching and research that has supported you and will support those that follow in our ever-changing world. Alberta and Canada are a great place for all of us, and great because of this graduating class of 2018. Your degree is a sign of your achievement at the University of Alberta. It is also a signal to others that you are the kind of citizens that bring knowledge, understanding, and skills to the society that we live in. Competent, giving, ethical, and engaged in the challenges and opportunities today and tomorrow. Congratulations to you, your families, friends, and supporters. Continue to learn, continue to achieve. Enjoy today, and we wish you the very best for the future.
It's now my pleasure to invite Dr. David Turpin, the President of the University of Alberta, to address Convocation.
Eminent Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the Academy, staff, family, friends, and especially graduates, congratulations and well done. Today we mark a significant milestone in your lives, the granting of a degree that took years of hard work and dedication. Moments like these are relatively rare in life, and I hope that you will enjoy today and take pride in all that you have accomplished. Convocation is the University of Alberta's most important ceremony, one that is shaped by tradition and symbolism. In this ceremony, we issue your degree and grant you your independence from the university and welcome you into a lifelong worldwide community of more than 280,000 University of Alberta alumni. Today, we both liberate you and remind you of the enduring connection you now have with the U of A. It's that tension between independence and community that I want to talk about today. A few years ago, we first welcomed you into the U of A. Ours is a big, diverse, and at times a fractious community. In fact, it would be more accurate to say the U of A is a collection of communities made up of many individuals, groups of people, disciplines, and perspectives that all coexist under one name, each with a corner of campus that they can call their own. Yet, we are one community, one that builds bridges and creates communal spaces where we come together to debate our differences and to discover our commonalities. These bridges are both physical and metaphorical, pedways that link law to the fine arts, humanities to business, health sciences to education, and engineering to AILS. Buses that link North Campus to Campus Saint-Jean, the LRT that links North Campus to Enterprise Square and South Campus, and Highways 14 and 21 linking our Edmonton campuses to Augustana. At our heart, we find places that belong to no one group, but instead to all of us at once. Libraries, cafeterias, sub, hub, athletic facilities, the quad. In these shared spaces, we come together with a common purpose. That is to pursue knowledge, generate original ideas, and discover new truths. So fundamental is this mission to our community that the University of Alberta's motto is Que Cum Cavera, or whatsoever things are true. Pursuing whatsoever things are true is a high ideal, but you and I both know that the discovery and learning of new knowledge is a messy, sometimes rough endeavor. And although, on the one hand, the pursuit of knowledge is highly individualistic, on the other, new knowledge can only be tested and refined when you cross the metaphorical pedway and see what others think. Before we can arrive somewhere truly new, there's got to be argument and debate, controversy and failure. You can work very hard to solve the problem, prove your thesis or make your case, but eventually you have to bring it into community. And there you may find that someone else has an idea or argument that challenges your own. I hope that during your years here that you have often been confronted with ideas that troubled you, even shocked your sense of the true and the right, and maybe even infuriated you. It is in these moments that you've learned how to do the hard work of stepping outside of yourself to uncover your own biases and assumptions and examine how they affect your perspective on a problem. Sometimes, and this can be tough, you have had to admit that you were wrong, that the evidence doesn't support what you thought was true, and that you needed to change your position. At the same time, I also hope that you've had the experience of knowing when you've developed an idea that is worth defending, because you've found the evidence and the argument to do so. There's been a constant debate in society about the role of a university education. Some people argue that its primary goal should be to prepare you for independence, for your own professional career success. Others contend that the primary goal should be to prepare you for citizenship and service to the community. These diverging views of the university have been with us for at least 200 years. Still, universities endure, and university graduates continue to bring enormous value to their communities, both as individuals and as citizens. How can you best serve your community? Well, paradoxically, by prizing and protecting your capacity to think for yourself, and respecting and protecting the right of others to do the same. And how can universities best serve society? By prizing and protecting their autonomy and independence so that we can continue to give people like you the space and support you need to think independently without fear of external control or reprisal. To do otherwise would put a constraint on the imagination that would slow the speed of change and innovation, if not suppress it altogether. You, our students and graduates, would learn that conformity, rather than creativity and innovation, is the goal of learning and education. Instead, we need you to be independent thinkers. We need you to question conventional wisdom, challenge the status quo, and propose alternative futures. Why? Because major technological, economic, environmental, social, and cultural shifts lie ahead. Alberta, Canada, and the world need your leadership. We need your generation to shake us out of our complacency and sense of what's right. We need a new objectivity to move us forward. So be brave, be courageous, and take risks. Continually devote yourself to seeking and learning. Strive to create new ideas, and don't fear testing them and debating them with your community. We have confidence in you. We look back on what past generations of U of A alumni have accomplished, and we know that you, like them, will take on the challenge. You too will become the future thinkers, creators, and builders of vibrant, diverse, and prosperous communities. So thank you for all that you will do. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and we look forward with great anticipation to all your future accomplishments. Thank you and congratulations.
Knowledge shall not be the concern of scholars alone. The uplifting of the whole people shall be its final goal.
They inspire us all with their brilliance, creative force, and fervent desire to make the world a better place.
I accept in the name of our poor people.
Dream your dreams. It is possible to have a new kind of world.
Those who receive an honorary degree from the University of Alberta set the highest standards of dedication and excellence for students and for society at large.
It is a good day to be you.
Remember who you are. Remember where you come from.
And while their backgrounds and fields of endeavor vary widely, all are exceptional.
Maybe it's best if I just speak from the heart.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
We face today a clash of ignorances.
You are who make the history. You are who create the future.
U of A honorary degree recipients embody the university's vision to inspire the human spirit through outstanding achievements in learning, discovery, and citizenship in a creative community.
Your generation will be called upon to balance what is now moving quickly to a tipping point.
I think we are now in the threshold of a new beginning.
It is a spirit that is building one of the world's great universities for the public good.
It is your attitude that will sustain you. It is not what happens to you, it is what you do with it.
Go out and not simply change the world, go out and save the world. That is what I would seek you to do.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Alberta, it is my privilege to introduce Louise Bradley for the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, our learning community's highest honor. Our faculty celebrates 100 years of nursing education this year. As Alberta's first university-based school of nursing, we continue to be guided by core values drawn from our discipline and our community. We look back with pride on a century of leadership inspired by women like Florence Nightingale, a leading social reformer in the 19th century and founder of modern nursing. As a profession, we also look forward to the future of nursing and healthcare in Canada. I respectfully suggest that if we were to imagine a modern-day Florence Nightingale for the 21st century, that nurse would be Louise Bradley. As the inaugural president and CEO of the Mental Health Commission of Canada, Louise developed Canada's first national mental health strategy, Changing Directions, Changing Lives. She led the signature Opening Minds Anti-Stigma Initiative. She created a mental health first aid program and then adapted that program to meet the needs of Canadian veterans. She also developed a globally recognized knowledge exchange center and oversaw the creation of the world's first workplace psychological safety standard. Ms. Bradley's vision is transformative, a recovery-oriented, person-centered mental health system leading to a healthier, more inclusive, and caring Canadian society for the 21st century. Looking ahead to our future, we see that an estimated 1.2 million children and youth in Canada are affected by mental illness, yet less than 20% will receive appropriate treatment. By age 25, approximately 20% of Canadians will have developed a mental illness. Ms. Bradley is passionate and compelling advocate for expanding access to peer supports, social services, and counseling. She knows firsthand about stigma, the social determinants of health, and the challenges relating to the continuity of care from hospital to the community. This afternoon, we celebrate Ms. Bradley's advocacy for vulnerable populations in communities across the country. We honor her vision, and we celebrate her leadership in modeling the change she hopes to inspire. Eminent Chancellor, with great pride and respect, I present to you Louise Bradley.
Louise Bradley, in recognition of enduring contributions to improving mental health in Canada, I desire to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, and to express the hope that we shall continue to be enriched by your wise counsel for many years to come.
Eminent Chancellor, President, Representative on the Board of Governors, graduands, family, and friends. I would like to begin by acknowledging that the land in which we gather is the traditional Treaty 6 territory and a traditional meeting place for many First Nations people, Métis and Inuit. Well, it's certainly an honor to be receiving this citation today. But you know, more than that, it's a rare privilege to have the opportunity to address you at this moment in time as you stand poised to begin the next chapter of a book of which there are still many, many chapters left to write. Congratulations to all of you on this tremendous achievement. Now, some of you are here because good fortune has smiled on you. You have supportive families proudly looking on, and the benefit of a childhood and adolescence cushioned by a safety net of friends, parents, and relatives. Some of you are here despite your circumstances. You persevered through challenges, overcame obstacles, and thrived despite the odds. But regardless of how you came to be here today, you all have something in common, and that is the ability to nurture resiliency. I believe this is one of the most important things that you can do to set yourself up for success. And this is particularly true given your chosen path. Let me quote a recent Globe and Mail article by author and former registered nurse, Christy Watson. She writes that nurses, quote, understand life in a deeper way, perhaps because nursing gives access to more varied disciplines than any other profession. She goes on, it incorporates science, humanities, art, math, psychology, and the list goes on. You're going to be called upon to use this knowledge and to apply your skill in a rapidly changing world. You will be asked to tote your compassion and care with you every single day. Having walked in the shoes you're about to fill, I have gained some wisdom along the way, and here's what I know. You will be challenged. There will be times you're going to fail. That's why resilience is amongst the single most important traits that you should try to develop. It's an amazing thing. It allows us to work through challenges and come out stronger on the other side. If we never get knocked down, we may learn to fear failure. Yet every transformational leader I have ever met tells a success story studded with false starts. I worry that we're raising children to believe failure isn't an option. We need to recalibrate. Think of Thomas Edison. He found 10,000 ways not to build a light bulb. But when he found one that did, it changed the world. Today's children are passed from one grade to another regardless of achievement. We fear holding them back will damage their confidence. But doing this, I think, robs them of the growth potential that comes from learning that your failures do not define you. It also prevents them from savoring the sweetest kind of success, and that's the hard-won kind. Now, some of you may have experienced difficulties for the first time here at the University of Alberta. Maybe you failed an exam. Maybe you broke up with your high school sweetheart. Maybe you felt adrift away from the support of your families. Or maybe you didn't start out on the path to nursing, and life brought you here the long way around. When I was studying for my master's degree in Boston, my life got turned upside down when my closest friend, Marcia, died by suicide. Her brother Charles is here today, and what you may not know, Charles, is that Marcia's death was a turning point in my life. After a lot of help and a lot of therapy, I channeled my grief and, yes, my guilt into a force of good in the world. Suicide prevention has become something of a vocation for me, and it's because every day I remember Marcia and her unfulfilled potential. Every day I honor her legacy by working to bring greater resources and more supports to communities where people are suffering. Now, it isn't easy to see these life events as opportunities for growth, but you know what? That's exactly what they are. They challenge us to rethink our priorities and sometimes even recast our futures, sometimes in a service of greater good. Overcoming hurdles may well be the greatest lesson of your time here, because the strength of your character outweighs the outcomes you produce. By choosing nursing, you're choosing to walk a well-worn path. Nursing is older than history books. At its core, to nurse is to care. And caring, I think, is the cornerstone on which our civilization is built. On the first day of my job as a nurse, I was terrified by the weighty responsibility, afraid I'd make a mistake, unsure that I was qualified. And some of you are also going to feel that trepidation. If you do, acknowledge it, look it in the eye, but don't let it hold you back. The difference between doing nothing and leaving your mark is as narrow sometimes as one more try. As Einstein so aptly put it, failure is success in progress. I credit the indomitable force of resiliency for my own success. I was bounced around a lot as a kid, in and out of several foster homes, and I was told more than once that I wouldn't amount to very much. So you can imagine that this moment is as validating and exciting for me as it is for you. And doubly so because my beautiful niece, Charlene, traveled all the way from Newfoundland to be here with me today. She's young like you are. And the difference between us is that I have the benefit of years on my side. The great philosopher Søren Kierkegaard wrote, "Life can only be understood backward, but it must be lived forward." As you go out into the world, my best advice to you is to harness the seed of courage that will allow you to grow from adverse experiences and come out on the other side better able to cope with life's ups and downs. Take it from me, outward success does not inoculate you from bouts of self-doubt. In fact, some of the highest achievers among us have articulated that the pressure to perform can cause extreme anxiety. Look no further than decorated Olympian Clara Hughes, who has become a tireless mental health advocate following severe bouts of depression. By sharing her story, she reminds us that no matter how golden our experience may seem, we will come up against hurdles. In fact, it's hard to think of anyone more privileged than Facebook CFO Sheryl Sandberg. But adversity knocked her sideways when her husband died of a heart attack before his 50th birthday. Her experience with grief and recovery inspired her to write Option B, a meditation on growing resilience. She talks about flexing our gratitude muscles every day. Isn't that great? It's something that we should all make a practice of doing. And she talks about deepening relationships. Researchers call these protective factors, things that give us that intangible ability to bend but not break. We're all blessed with neuroplasticity, and this is one audience that I don't have to exactly explain what that is. You will already understand it. I'm a living testament to the fact that positive relationships can help heal. I wasn't blessed with a strong nuclear family, nor an innate belief that I would achieve. In fact, quite the opposite. If it hadn't been for the kindness of strangers, friends, and mentors, I might have chosen a very different path. If you take one thing away from my talk today, it's the importance of nurturing mental health and wellness. And I'm not talking just about the patients that you will care for. I'm talking about your own mental health and wellness. If you don't think it matters, consider that by the age of 40, half of you will have experienced a mental health problem. The good news is that we can all hone skills to do more than just cope with pitfalls. We can teach ourselves to become more malleable, not only how to bounce back from hardship, but to actually thrive and grow and become better because of it. Sheryl Sandberg calls it bouncing forward. And that's my wish for you today, that you take your newly minted wisdom and your fresh perspectives, and you carry them forward into the world, knowing that the profession you have chosen will at times sap you, deplete you, and challenge you to the core, but that it will also fill your heart, deepen your compassion, and reward your caring. But you have to take the time and the effort to look after your own mental health. In the words of Viktor Frankl, author of Life-Changing Man's Search for Meaning, When we are no longer able to change our situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. And that must be one of the greatest gifts of our shared humanity. So please, take your gifts, take your grace, take your grit, and practice the art of nursing. It will change you, and the world will be a better place for it. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Miigwech.
Wow. Dr. Bradley, thank you for sharing your wisdom, your experience, and your personal story about nurturing resilience. Your life is a model for all of us. Please come forward to sign our University Honor Roll. Well, that makes it official. You are now a member of the University of Alberta Class of 2018. Congratulations. And now, graduates, it's your turn. As the name of each graduate is called to cross the stage, I will formally admit you to your degrees, and we'll have an opportunity to congratulate you. On your journey across the stage, you will walk past the University of Alberta ceremonial mace. Centuries ago, the mace was a symbol of authority over life and death. Today, this mace represents the life-changing power of knowledge and the importance of our university and our graduates in the community. I look forward to meeting you here on stage.
The candidates for degrees will please rise. So that's all of you. And follow on page 5 of the Convocation program. You have a spoken response, so please follow along. Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you these scholars and ask that they be pledged and admitted to the degrees to which they are entitled.
Do you promise faithfully to observe and loyally to maintain the statutes, customs, privileges, and liberties of this your university? Do you solemnly promise to conduct yourselves in all things loyally and faithfully to the honor of your university, the encouragement of learning, and the good of your country?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province and with the consent of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are entitled and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining to such degrees. I charge you to use them for the uplifting of the whole people, to inspire the human spirit, and to pursue more steadfastly whatsoever things are true. Please be seated.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Greta Cummings and Professor Heather Zwicker, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Nursing and the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Evelyn Ama Asamoah Ampofo. Sarah Jean Huko. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Nursing, Rhea Nicole Boucher. Samira Rahim Jagan. Alicia Marie Lobe. Jinyere Suzanne Umbachu. Rosina Rehan Rajan. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Greta Cummings, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Nursing. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing with Honours, Christine Suzanne Chauvet with First Class Honours. Aaron Thomas Louette with First Class Honours. Michelle Lorraine Janet Parsons with First Class Honours. Sarah Ann Walton with First Class Honours. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Ayan Dahir Abdullahi. Shreya Acharya. Lydia Tuelda Adam. Betsy Alex. Risha Elaine Alphon. Sana Salma Ali. Megan Ann Allen. Erica Anna Ammond. Grace Charlotte Anderson. Jared Alexander Architik with distinction. Luisa Mokun Arevalo with distinction. Glenny Gutierrez Aromin. Jean Akuya Asare. Mei Lin Ao. Ashley Ray Bacchus with distinction. Brianna Balkan with distinction. Malika Bandali. Megan Justine Barnett. Camille Ashley Barr. Wajiha Batul. Jordan Belland with distinction. Samantha Marie Bendoraitis. Nicole Ann Berg. Stephanie Catherine Bergens. Rochelle Dawn Bideluck. Alexandra Catherine Quested Burtrell with distinction. Carly Elizabeth Bittner with distinction. Siobhan Patricia Bly. Megan Boggs. Nicole Andrea Botello. Nathan Daniel Brain with distinction. Megan Brooke Butzelar with distinction. Crystal Adriana Cahoon. Danica Lauren Carter. Lucas Patrick Chambers with distinction. Christy Tangyan Chan. Moses Holun Chan. Jasmine Chaudhry. Jane Padilla Chavez, and if that's Jamie, pardon me, Jamie. Eleanor Terrelyn Chen. Jordan Elaine Close. Stephanie Ray Lynn Page Corner with distinction. Lori Lynn Craig. Rawan Daoud. Rian Candice Del Monte. Rachel Ann Delaney. Carly Allison Dewhurst with distinction. Lucia Alexandra Diamandi. Maria Natalie Dindo. Rochelle May Treas Domingo. Kelly Megan Dunn with distinction. Hannah Ada Eche Ame with distinction. Rebecca Evelyn Emsley with distinction. Patricia Leanne Layson Enriquez. Mackenzie Suzanne Irwin. Carly Jill Esau. Lina Maria Espinal. Odinaka Ivan Ezekeke. With enthusiastic friends. Kelsey Abigail Fair. Stephanie Dawn Nicole Foote with distinction. Melissa Francis with distinction. Jing Gao. Vanessa Ann George. Tanya Jean Gilchrist. Kelly Gobin. Martina Gresiak. Elizabeth Haviland. Jill Geneva Horn. Alyssa Nicole Hewitt. Tiffany Nadra Hutchinson. Lina Wen. Nancy Wynn with distinction. Megan Leanne Jameson. Madison Catherine Jenkins with distinction. Hillary Rose Johnson. Megan Elizabeth Johnston. Heidi Nicole Cable. Jahanara Sakarkanji. Jeff Kaplan. Taylor Lynn Karamoses. Ariana McAllister Lee Carpo. Nadine Christina Kennedy with distinction. Zena Nazni Khan. Eliza Catherine Kraus. Gina Marie Kunef with distinction. Rachel Sarah Kurik. Sean Francis Lacey with distinction. Wendy Lamb. Victoria Lau. Caitlin Marie Lawrence with distinction. Michelle Lee. Megan Sarah Catherine Lee. Ina Legaspi. Chrissa Lee with distinction. Siwe Lee. Rianne Gloria Lightfoot. Kristen Nicole Livingstone. Lily Lou with distinction. Jessica Nicole Lucas with distinction. Jinjin Ma. Robert Heron Mababa. Corinne Julia Megalona. Jennifer Cindy Ma. Haley Ann Malikdom. Blake Alexander Maroney with distinction. Nicole Emily Martel. Anna Mazinowski. Erin Mary McDonough. Chance Gavin McPherson. Jean Mendita. Mary Elizabeth Metz. Eunice Ann Molina. Chini Morales. Erin Murga. Caitlin Joyce Muse with distinction. Grace Kendi Muthomi. Sarah Namsechi. Sarah Nasser. Madison Holly Neal. Megan Ng. Tuli Nguyen. Haley Brianne Norton. Christine Edmund Miharis Nigut. Nicole Andrea Olenek. Eyabia Olufadiji. Whitney Onmuboya. Rajip Kaur Pander. Shumaila Parabtani. Ji Yeon Park. Anchal Patak. Allison Pearl Peacock. Tila Rain Peden with distinction. Lily Peng. Madison Dawn Penman. Caroline Nicole Phillips. Nancy Zilin Fung with distinction. Margaret Asgera Pinonkos. Blair Catherine Posty with distinction. Leon Elana Potoliki. Nina Jean Powell. Darina Posdick. Jeannie Chu with distinction. Grace Marie Kuale with distinction. Jason Adam Raymer with distinction. Ted Richard Remalta. Caitlin Renee Jansen Renema with distinction. Lindsay Michelle Riley. Nicole Natalie Rustad. Samantha Danielle Santos. Allison Victoria Scott. David Ryan Scott. Lori Janine Segan. Harpal Kaur Sidhu. Larissa Simpson with distinction. Gurnur Singh. Stephanie Lee Irene Smart. Megan Rose Smith. Sean Timothy Sommer. Minji Song. Gabrielle Marie Nicole Spies. Carissa de Jesus Santa Cruz. Praise God Thompson. Nagin Tutunchi Afshar. Evodit Chakatumba. Praise Ogeni Ujiru Uyo. Praise indeed. Patricia Alexandra Vosila. Rachel Beth Wacko. Jennifer Lee Florence Weber. Catherine Lynn Webster. Fei Wei. Amy Wen. Emily Ray Wendland. Levette Warimegbe. Nadine Ann Williams. Lauren Williamson. Fiona Wong. Joel James Wood. Olivia Jade Wu. Joanna Elizabeth Xie. Yishan Shu. Rachel Alexa Christine Yaremko. Sydney Catherine York. Emily May Young. Ariana Rivera Yamul with distinction. Shaylee Becca Zatelny. Ling Fang Su. Jessica Monica Zemniak. Éminent chancelier, au nom de la professeure Greta Cummings et Pierre-Yves Moquet, je vous présente les gradués des baccalauréats de bilingue, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, baccalauréat bilingue et sciences infirmières. Sky Jessica Bennett. Anastasia Isabel Flood with distinction. Marie-Ève Gauthier. Darby May Hall. Chantal Anne-Marie Join. Jacqueline Danielle Risco with distinction. Allison Jane Todd with distinction.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Robert Haynol and Professor Heather Zwicker, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Rehabilitation Medicine and Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. For the degree of Doctor Philosophy, Victor Emeka Ezugu. Ashley Beth McKillop. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Science, Siobhan Amo. Isabel Shiona Aldrich Witt. Lauren Samantha Allen. Sudipta Aurka. Kieran Alexander Baird. Gregory Daniel Bamber. Jamie Basra. Miles John Berlin. Erin Amanda Bethune. Michelle Alana Bibot. Jessica Lynn Bossé. Catherine Elizabeth Bradley. Darian Jeanette Bremekamp. Erin Rianne Britz. Kayla Lillian Bromley. Ashley Erin Butheris. Alicia Brooke Biblow. Erin Suzanne Carlisle. Tara J. Carter. Mary Elizabeth Kavanaugh. Anne Marie Charles. Kulpreet Chima. Christine Diane Christensen. Michael George Ronald Krunick. Daniel James Cook. Shannon Marie Curtis. Julia Sophia Dolby. Stephanie Page Davis. Cheyenne Noreen Marie Desmarais. Gurmeet Kaur Dillon. Cody Francis Din. Chelsea Lynn Dubnik. Andrea Dyrene Dwizwenko. Caitlin Elizabeth Entz. Joshua Michelle Evans. Patrick Curtis Everett. Jennifer Elizabeth Doreen Fitzpatrick. Taylor James Foreman. Terry Lynn Marie Freilich. Bryce Alexander Frazier. Caitlin Amy Fredericks. Dana Lynn Galanzowski. Nicole Geyer. Alwyn Nicole Gibbs. Colleen Amber Gibson. Taylor Jade Goodhart. Yatrika Gosai. Russell David Gothard. Laura Graham. Dana Myrna Grandmont. Josephine Rosanna Gregg. Charlotte Greville. Morgan Erlene Grofhoft. Brennan Marshall Grover. Edmund Xiaojun Gu. Lindsay Ann Gull. Caitlin Sabrina D. Andrade Hartman. Avril Hatherell. Misha Maria Hoke. Michael Samuel Herman. Megan Rochelle Herzog. Leah Noel Sharp Hickman. Kayla Nicole Higgins. Caitlin Beth Howell. Alexander Jonathan Hum. Sarah Elizabeth Jackson. Heather Sunghee Ji. Caitlin Nicole Kaufman. Allison Jean Kemp. Adrian Elizabeth Killick. Soo Young Kim. Richard Laszlo Klein. Nicole Stephanie Kother. Tyler John Greg Kowalczuk. Christina Lynn Kuffel Kupferschmidt. William Lee. Jenna Lee Lair. Isabel Ganwen Leck. Dominique June Leonard. Bradley David Lissel. Helen Louise Yulin Lowe. Jamin Timothy Riley Lockhart. Sydney Alyssa Logan. Robin Leah Brigitta Losh. Shirley Lee. Irene McLeod. Morgan Elise Marshall. Candice Marie Mazer. Shelby Ryan McCrae. Shannon Kathleen Begetchi. Jennifer Melissa McGuigan. Jeffrey Mark Meyer. Amanda Marie Melnick. Jacqueline Susan Myers. Nelson Daniel Morella. Graham James Murray. Emily Margaret Edith Nadon. Callista Grace Naismith. Joel Everett Newman. Brianne Alyssa Nicholson. Catherine Cartier Sachiko Nishimura. Kieran Rasa O'Flynn. Audra Muriel Osgood. Paula Alejandra Espino Lopez. Christina Elizabeth Ostland. David Spencer Paliocchini. Charlene Elizabeth Parker. Leah Chelsea Peterson. Cynthia Ann Pfeiffer. Ryan James Pitzel. Marissa Gail Poon. Spencer James Poots. Mihai Praja. Jocelyn Dawn Proudfoot. Farhana Panja. Karen Russell. Stephanie Nicole Stella Secundiak. Elise Jean Sargent. Taryn Loren Saka. Kendall Dawn Schultz. Jennifer Ann Simonson. Devin Richard Simkin. Sarah Hart Cornish Smith. Natasha Strauss Hundel. Amrita Kaur Sudar. Karen Samantha Tang. Jordan Michelle Taylor. Megan Mary Thorne. Nolan David Tracy. Polita Tran. Leanne Lee True. Tamara Van Lieshout. Shauna Michelle Van Wyck. Eden Marie Vanderlaan. Jeffrey Adam Vela. Christina Nicole Vicenti. Jennifer Sarah Visconti. Camelia Clara Tome Voki. Sarah Chong-Shi Vong. Jordan Angela Wallen. En Hui Wei. John Mark Wenger. Matthew Whittington. Alyssa Tanae Wildeman. Shelby Ray Wilkinson. Jesse Ray Wilson. Brendan K. Wong. Jessica Tinsum Wong. Stephanie Wong. Teresa Woodford. Christy Wingar Wu. Zachary Wayne Uremko. Carrie Brianna Yip. Kevin Kai Yu. Tamra Denise Zielinski. Krista Marie Zubik.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you the remaining scholars whose names appear in the Convocation program, but who are not in attendance.
Well, graduates, you made it. You are now officially on the other side. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2018. Well, now, graduates, it's your turn. I'd like to invite you to stand up and turn around and get everyone's attention. Let's give the people who have supported you through all of this, your parents and siblings, your grandparents, your spouses and children and friends. Stand up, turn around, give them a huge round of applause. Today is a truly proud moment for them and for the University of Alberta. In total, we will graduate 6,713 students at Convocation ceremonies this spring. Now that we've got you all back with us, it's time to turn our attention to the final part of today's ceremony. Before you are formally welcomed into the University of Alberta Alumni Association, I invite you to watch the screens for the presentation of a special video montage. The song that accompanies the video, Je te retrouve, or I Remember You, was commissioned by Campus Saint-Jean in honor of the U of A centenary. It captures the hopefulness and potential of days spent at the university, and hopefully sparks your own memories of your years here. The song is also a display of many U of A talents. It was composed by Professor Emeritus Franz Lavoisier-Ouimet and arranged by U of A alumnus Dr. Alan Bevan. The recording is performed by Chorale Saint-Jean under the direction of Laurier Fagnan. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, thank you, merci. To the 2018 graduating class, congratulations and welcome. My name is Kate Young, and I graduated from the University of Alberta in 2007 and 2015, and it is my honor to congratulate you on becoming a University of Alberta alumnus and to officially welcome you into our alumni family. You are joining a proud and inspired group of graduates committed to each other's success and committed to building the University of Alberta into one of the world's great universities for the public good. I call upon you to stay connected with each other, with other alumni, and with your university throughout your lifetime. We will be there for you, for each other, and for our university. I also call upon you to go out from this place and be inspired by the promise and challenge of our alumni to do great things. Our alumni have done many great things in the past. Now it is your turn. Great things are actions big and small. They can take place anywhere, anytime. They support other alumni, the university, and our society, and they come from using the knowledge and talents you have gained here for the betterment of yourselves and others. Congratulations and best wishes in all your future endeavors. And now please turn your attention to the screen.
No matter what your story, where you came from, what it took to get here, at this place, you were welcomed. You became part of our family. At this place, you inherited a spirit of innovation, of action, of coming together to uplift the whole people. Our school and our spirit have grown, but we still learn, innovate, lead, solve problems, take action. We raise up our communities, and we help others succeed. We are University of Alberta alumni, and for more than a century, we have come together and carved a new trail for those who follow. Together, we are stronger. Together, we shine brighter. Together, from this place into the world. Together, we have and we will do great things.
In closing, I'd like to offer a few words of thanks. Firstly, to Dr. Louise Bradley. Thank you once again for sharing your story and your wisdom with our university family. You are an inspiring example of leadership, service, and accomplishment. In accepting this honorary degree, you bring great honor to the University of Alberta. I also wish to thank our talented vocalist, Miss Elise Noyes, and our outstanding Convocation band under the direction of Dr. Thomas Dust. And I wish to acknowledge the hard work of the staff of the Office of the Registrar for their organization of today's Convocation. I'm very pleased to invite everyone to join us on the main floor and first balcony lobbies for refreshments and conversation. Finally, to our graduates, congratulations for all that you have accomplished leading up to the conferral of your degree. Today is an important milestone in a journey of lifelong learning. Your education here will open new horizons for you and for our entire community. Wherever your dreams may take you, I invite you to remain close to your alma mater, the University of Alberta. One final thought. As you contemplate your future, I encourage you to remember that of all the things you may do, of all the successes you may achieve, nothing is more important than the kindness you show to others. Enjoy the celebration.
Thank you.